thousands of lives were lost, and that pain is still felt very deeply today. In Ontario, we are thankful that together we condemn extremism and intolerance, and we never forget those who lost their lives. Human rights are fundamental in Ontario. We value the contributions of our diverse communities. Ontario needs our Sikh community to continue being united, because that builds a stronger Ontario. Our success comes from our ability to work together through mutual respect and understanding. Our diversity defines us, but it never, ever divides us. It's our way, the Ontario way, and it's the envy of people around the world. It succeeds because we know, whether our families have been here for decades or days, we all know, deep down, we're all the same, with the same basic hopes and dreams to build better lives for our children and for their children. So on this special day, let us resolve to live the values that we believe, to work together as one community, and to build on our common goals. Let us, in the words of the Sikh scripture, practice truth, contentment, and mercy. This is the real task. My friends, may you always enjoy peace, love, light, health, happiness, and prosperity. Happy Vaisakhi. Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji ki Fateh.
We have a small presentation for Premier McGuinty. Bole so nihal. गुरु महाराज का प्रकाश इतने सुशोभित है जिन्होंने भी गुरु महाराज के दर्शन हाले नहीं किया जिन्होंने हाले मथा नहीं टेकिया प्लीज आगे आके वो मथा टेक लें एंड गुरु महाराज के हाजिर नाजिर दे विच असीं प्लीज ताड़ियां ना मारिए आपां जकारे जरूर छड़िए पर ताड़ियां ना मारिए Now I request Honorable Jason Kenney, who is representing the office of the Prime Minister, to come on stage with members of the Conservative Caucus. Like I said before, portfolio in regards to the Sikh community. Not as just Sikh community, but as Canadian citizens, his job is so tough in regards to who's coming to this country and people who come to this country to contribute, and also people who come to this country who are human rights violators. We want to make sure that they do not enter this country. That's assurances. That's what we are looking for from Honorable Jason Kenney. Please.
Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji ki Fateh. Vaisakhi Diyan Lak Lak Vidanya. Happy Vaisakhi, everyone. It's a great pleasure to be here on behalf of the Government of Canada and the Right Honourable Stephen Harper, our Prime Minister, to wish everyone here in the GTA as a unified faith, a faith that is spread now throughout the world and which has taken deep root here in Canada. I'm delighted to be joined by colleagues of mine from the federal government Conservative Caucus, including Member of Parliament for Mississauga Arundel Bob Deckard, Member of Parliament for Sherwood Park, near Edmonton, Alberta, Tim O'Bolt, and many candidates of the Conservative Party who are offering their names in our democratic process. I'd like to acknowledge the Premier, Mr. Layton, and all of my parliamentary colleagues from all parties who are here to join with us, because Vaisakhi has become a Canadian celebration. It is a time when you as Sikhs call to mind the Khalsa, the purity of those in the Sikh faith who live out the Khalsa, who live out your faith day to day, and who do so with courage and dignity. And as you know, Prime Minister Harper had an opportunity on behalf of all Canadians to pay homage to the traditions of the Sikh community when he visited the Golden Temple in Amritsar last December. And we were delighted to see the Prime Minister's successful visit concluded to India, where we are deepening our friendships and our relationships with Canadians of Indian origin, who are the bridge of our relationship between Canada and the world's largest democracy under the government of Prime Minister Singh. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we wish you all a very productive and happy and joyous celebration of Vaisakhi this year. Vaisakhi is one of the many opportunities when the Sikh community demonstrates its dedication to Canadian values, sharing your goods with others, sharing through the tradition of langar, sharing all of the food for the tens of thousands of people who are here, sharing with children who are less fortunate, serving our country patriotically. Sikhs have always personified, in particular, a great tradition of devotion to military service, and we're proud of the Canadian Sikhs who have served in our country's uniform around the world and even today in Afghanistan. So thank you again for all that your community has done to build Canada's prosperity and diversity. Once more, on behalf of Prime Minister Stephen Harper, we wish you all a happy Vaisakhi. Vaisakhi Diyan, Lak Lak Vidanya, Wahaguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Wahaguru Ji Ki Fateh. I will now present to the leadership of this Nagar Kirtan this portrait of Prime Minister Harper representing Canadians at the Golden Temple in Amritsar.
We have a small presentation for Minister Kenny.